Hello, this is my third recording. The other two went horribly. I almost died in one of them. I'm not kidding. My brain still hurts from it. I can feel part of my brain behind my eye throbbing in pain from the stupidity of the last one. I haven't seen this one. If I get clickbaited again, I'm still dead inside from the last video. If I get clickbaited again, I'm going to kill something or someone. This is an admission of guilt. You'll never find me. I'm already in Mexico. Fuck you, feds. I'm already in Mexico. That's right. They don't extradite me. They extradite, but they won't do it to me. I'm a terrorist. Ooh. Alright, I'm not a terrorist. I want to cover myself legally and morally. Alright.
The name megalodon,
Already
which is more commonly referred to as the Meg,
let's go.
translates into big tooth.
No one calls it the Meg.
This beast of the waters is believed to have existed 3.6 million years ago.
Yes, it did.
But while many people believe that the animal is extinct,
Because it is.
there are those that have seen it with their own eyes.
Also known as people that
After
are
all,
wrong.
how could one possibly miss a sea creature that is 3 times longer than the largest recorded white shark?
That's not true.
Let that sink in for a second.
No.
Join us
Fuck
as
you.
we discuss the top
Stop
10
it. Shut your
megalodon
bitch
sightings.
ass up. Right the fuck now. No. 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 The largest recorded great white, I can't remember, it was deep blue. It was something like absurdly big. So maybe like close to double it would have been the biggest megalodon, not 3 times its size. Very important distinction. Also, you wouldn't be able to miss it if it was there, but it's not. So you can miss it because it's not fucking there. That's simple. Video over.
It exists. So let's jump right into it.
Alright,
Number
let's
10,
go.
the Google Maps reveal.
No, fuck you.
During the initial investigation, the agent who was studying the
Am I
swarm
missing something here? I don't
noticed
see
something
it.
out in the water. When they zoomed in, though, they got this.
Google Maps.
I love the shitty, like, zoom, enhance, Kowalski, get on the computers, enhance, like the CIA things. That's just not how computers work. You can enhance an image up to a certain amount, but you can't just, like, some fucking, this isn't how this works. You can't just enhance, and continuously just enhance it over and over again. This isn't how that works. This is like some shitty, like, spy tech that you would see in, like, an early 2000s movie. First off, that could be fake, which it is, because this is from a fake Megalodon documentary. It's a mockumentary made for Shark Week that pokes fun at people like you, and you used it in your video. Eat shit. I don't need to say anything else. If you don't believe me, check it out for yourself. You can see the mockumentary. It's called The Legend of the Meg. Go watch it. It's a fake documentary.
This next revelation is also one of these sightings.
This is the same
The
thing.
image was
From
captured
the
somewhere in the
exact same
deep
thing.
oceans of the Bahamas region, which is a country in the Caribbean Ocean. Surrounded by water for miles and miles,
I don't
this
need to
place
debate you
is the
anymore, man.
perfect
I've already
sanctuary
won.
for the
You
megalodon.
lose. Eat shit,
Google
pussyfoot.
Maps certainly believes
Fuck
so.
off.
Although the footage was quite blurry, partly because of the vast distance of the satellite image and partly because of the blurry effect
Fucking
of water,
great.
a clear
Skip,
silhouette
this
of
just
a
in.
giant
What's this?
shark can be seen
Satellites
in
are
the
far
water.
away.
The silhouette is
Fine.
very long and has 2 fins and a shark-like tail as well. The gravity of its true size can be realized from the fact
wanna know what that
this
could be?
colossal giant was caught.
For the look at it. Look at that, and then look at the coast. That would have to be miles long. Or at least like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meters long. That's not a shark. That's like a small island. That's either a rock or like the Hawaiian island or like fake. I'm leaning toward fake. I can count the pixels.
by
Like
a
I can
satellite
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
that was
I can
orbiting the
count
Earth
them.
hundreds of miles away from the surface. Yet its shape is highly visible. In the image, even the nearby buildings and
Have you
beaches cannot
seen
be
a
seen
shark
distinctly.
ever in your
The
life?
only assumption that even comes
They
close
don't
to
look
an
like that.
explanation is that of a whale shark.
No,
But a
whale sharks
shark
don't
does
look like
not
that.
resemble the shape caught by the satellite.
Yeah,
The second
no shark
closest
resembles
assumption
that
is
shape.
that of a shark, but a shark of this size? Impossible.
Yeah,
So only one
Impossible.
explanation is left. The creature is a megalodon.
no, that's
Looming
not.
at
The
large
explanation
in
is
the
it
vast
is
oceans,
fake
just
and or
as so
a
many
rock
people
and
have
or a
predicted.
shadow and or a sand
The
barrier.
assumption can be proved because a fully matured megalodon is believed to be 15 and 18 meters long by scientists. This is about 58.7 feet.
Yeah, that's about
And
right.
here we thought 6 feet men were tall. Just use that for
Fuck
comparison.
you, I'm 6'3".
Scientists have also
Eat
revealed
shit.
that the height of an average megalodon's fin is as tall as an average adult human. That's 1.6 meters, or 5.3 feet. Insane,
That is
right?
not the size
After
of an
looking at this
average
image,
adult man.
we don't
Back
doubt that the
yourself the fuck up.
And here we thought 6 feet men were tall. Just use that for comparison. Scientists have also revealed that the height of an average megalodon's fin is as tall as an average adult human. That's 1.6 meters, or 5.3 feet. Insane, right?
No,
After
that's
looking
tiny.
at this image, we don't doubt that the
You
megalodon
short
is
ass
still alive.
bitch.
A satellite image is the
Still
best
fake,
piece of
dog.
evidence to prove that it still exists.
No, it's actually the
We
worst
don't know
evidence I
about
can
you,
think of.
but we won't be going
Like,
to the Bahamas
that's
anytime
really the
soon.
worst.
It's
Like,
no
one
wonder
of,
Google
if not
Maps
the
caught the
worst
silhouette of this
evidences I've
humongous
ever
sea
seen and
creature.
or heard.
With that big a body.
Oh my god, the ads. Fuck you, I'm not getting an ad blocker. That's terrifying. Hate it. Kill it, burn it with fire. Immediately. Get that off my screen.
We won't be surprised if it were
Thank
visible
you.
from the moon as well. Would you? Number 9. David Steed and the Meg. This next megalodon sighting was reported by the
Who
Australian
the hell got their
naturalist and
geriatric
author
grandpa
David
out of the
Steed
rest home?
in his
Go
book
back to
called
the rest home,
Sharks and
Grandpa.
Rays of the Australian Seas. According to this book, the author came across something very weird that he still finds to be a mystery
That's a
to this
Greenland
day.
shark.
In one chapter of his book, he details an encounter he had with some crayfish fishermen that had gone to the Broughton Island to carry out their daily activities. This was when they were interrupted by a beast in the waters. The fishermen
Source?
said that they had
Proof?
seen an enormous sea
Please?
creature lurking about in the water as they were going about their fishing routine. These fishermen were so traumatized that none of them returned to the area for many weeks, putting their businesses on hold.
Dude, that's such
When
a good
David
way to
Steed
get off work, man. If you're a fisherman, just be like, dude, I'm traumatized. The Megalodon was out there. The Kraken. Crabzilla. We all know that the Megalodon went extinct because Crabzilla hunted it to extinction. Thank you for the comment. That was very insightful in my other video. I appreciate that. You know, the giant crab, Crabzilla, the one who butt-fucked King Kong. No. Shit. Godzilla, yeah, you know, that one. You know, he butt-fucked him in the middle of the ocean. Crabzilla hunted the Megalodon to extinction. We all know that. It's textbook. I mean, we were taught that in kindergarten. Anyways, no. I mean, you're sorting some old-ass book with no proof and just a bunch of fishermen who are known for making shit up at the drop of a dime. Like, there's a reason it's called an old fishtail or whatever like that. It's because fishermen are really good at making shit up and exaggerating things. So they probably just saw a white shark and were like, that's a big white shark. But what if we say it was bigger and we get 3 months off work because we're traumatized, dudes? Hell yeah.
Viewed these fishermen separately, they all seemed to have a similar story to tell, which meant that none of them
They just
were lying.
corroborated their story
They all
to
reported
get
more
3
or less
months
the
off.
same size of the creature they had seen, saying it was over 115 feet.
That's not even a
This is a
megalodon at
larger
that point.
amount than has ever been recorded in the past for a megalodon.
Yeah,
Had it been a
not
ship
only are
of
you advocating
tourists,
for
there may
megalodon
have
being
been some
alive, but you're
doubt to
saying
their
that it's bigger than
testimony,
anything that
but
we've
because
ever
it was a
seen
ship
and
of
or known.
fishermen that had seen and
Checks
been
out.
around sea creatures for as long as they could remember, it was easy for David Steed to believe that the fishermen knew what they were talking about.
How?
After all, it takes a lot more than a mere shark to scare a dozen fishermen out of their
It
skin.
doesn't.
Some fishermen reported that whenever the creature passed by, the water surrounding it would start to boil. It was unclear as to what
It's
may
not
have
a
caused
megalodon.
this phenomenon, but they certainly believed that what they saw was real.
Sorry, that's not
Furthermore,
a
the
megalodon,
fishermen
my
also
guy.
stated that most of the great white sharks that they had
Boil?
seen during their lifetimes
Unless this
were
is a
white.
lava shark from
However,
like
this one was pale in
fucking
color,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I
signifying
don't
that
think so, my
indeed
guy.
was different from normal sharks. David Steed then realized that there was something true to the matter because he had interviewed many fishermen during his career, but none had been quite like this.
So they
Even
they
weeks
took an
after the
improv
incident
class
had
in high
happened
school.
with the
What is
megalodon,
this clip?
The fishermen were still in shock
What is
and were
this
assured
clip?
by what they saw. And
Just stop
naturally
using
so,
stock
because
footage or
if we
scenes
were
from
fishermen,
movies,
we wouldn't
please.
even
Dear
think
God,
about going
this is
near
hurting
any
me.
water
I
body
want
again,
to kill you,
let
Dave.
alone the ocean.
I don't know what
Number
your
8,
name
the
is,
deep
but it's
blue
Dave
sea.
now.
The next
Get
sighting
fucked,
that we'll be
Dave.
talking
I'm
about
going to
occurred
find
in
you.
one of the
Give me
world's
the shit in your
biggest
spaghettios
oceans,
while you're
the
sleeping.
deep blue sea.
You won't know
It is
whenever.
said to be so
It will
deep,
happen,
its
but it
deepest
will.
depth is almost 36,000 feet, which amounts to 7 whole miles. It's no surprise then that this place was next in line where the sighting of the megalodon
I'm
was
sorry,
reported.
that's the worst
A group
place for
of
me to go.
divers who were going for a deep dive in the deep sea.
You see how
claim
light
to have
that
seen
is?
some
That's
tiger
not
sharks feasting on the
36,000 feet.
carcass of a decomposed sperm whale when something terrifying happened. A massive shark came to join the show. and scared all the other sharks away.
Okay,
One
let's
of the
see
divers
this.
who had an exponential experience when it came to sharks said that the shark may have been deep blue, which was one of the biggest sharks ever recorded.
Yes, it's a very
history.
big white shark.
But this was just a hunch based on the shark's markings in size. The truth is, none of the divers knew what to call the shark, because it was unlike anything they had ever seen before.
A white
Time,
shark, a
there
tiger
seemed to be
shark,
no
a
name
bull
that
shark,
was fit to
any
give
kind of
to the
shark
shark,
that isn't a
except
meg.
for the name megalodon.
No, fuck
the shark
you.
spanned over 20 feet and had teeth that were sharper than blades.
20
Talk
feet.
about
Yeah, it
dominating
sounds
the
like a
waters with
white
your
shark.
prowess.
And white sharks
Later
get
on,
really
the
big.
photographer and well-known diver Kimberly Jeffries revealed that she was present at the scene as
Then
well.
show me the
She
video.
confirmed that the shark was bigger than she had ever
That
seen
is
before.
deep blue. Yeah, that one right there, that's
Photographers
deep
are known
blue.
to
It's a
have seen
pregnant
a
white
thing or
shark. It's
two,
like
so her
20-something
claim
feet.
is quite believable. Like everyone else, she
Or
was
30
also
something. I can't remember.
dumbfounded at the
Deep blue is like
astounding
a really
size of
fucking
the
big
beast.
white shark.
Of course, the divers had to leave their water to protect themselves. But just as they left the water, the shark disappeared back into whatever hole it came from as well.
Sorry, sharks don't live in
leaving
holes.
spectators only their memory as evidence of its existence.
Oh, yes, only their memory.
We bet they'll never
So
forget
your
it.
source is just trust
Number
me, bro.
7, the experiment that went wrong.
Oh, this
a few
sounds
years
ominous.
ago, a research group that was assembled in Australia came together to study the movement pattern of sharks. This included where they went, what they ate, how much they moved in about a day, and which places they later returned to at night. For this purpose, the crew attached a tracking device to a pretty big shark that spanned almost 9 feet.
That's
For
not
the first
big.
few days, they tracked
It's
a lot of
actually really
movement
small.
by the shark, which was quite normal, and were receiving information about its migration habits.
Okay.
But then, suddenly, one day, the shark disappeared completely from their radar. But before it disappeared, the team received information that the shark had descended approximately 2,000 feet underwater and had risen in temperature significantly. It stayed at this place for a week before finally disappearing. But wait, it gets even more interesting. After 4 months of no activity at all, the tracking device randomly washed up on a beach in southern Australia. It was not attached to anything, and the entire scene was very strange.
It fell
After
off.
pondering over it for some time,
The shark
the
got
research
injured.
team concluded
Its fin
that there was only one
got
explanation.
injured.
While the
Hit
shark
by a
was down
boat
there in the
and got
deep
caught in
waters,
a
something
fucking
much bigger
propeller
than itself
thingy in a boat.
had eaten it. But what could eat a 9-foot-long shark?
Literally
A
anything. 9
megalodon,
foot
of
long.
course.
Actually,
One of
no,
the reasons
fuck you.
why
Hold on. 9
megalodon
foot
is
long
so
shark.
often
Yeah, no, it
not
could have gotten
spoken of
eaten
at all
easily.
is because
9
they
foot long
hide in
shark, not
really
that big.
deep trenches in
9
the
foot
water,
long shark,
where
pretty
no
small
human can
actually.
go. This
Like
would explain
really,
why
really
all of a
not
sudden,
that
the shark
big.
got removed from the radar.
As far as
Even
shark
though the
sizes go,
tracking
9
device was
feet
still
long is
on
like,
and working. There's
that's
no
like
way the shark
moist
itself
critical
had
to
taken
an
off
average
the tracking
dude.
device.
Really short. You
No
5
shark
foot
is that
6
smart,
beta.
to be honest.
Just kidding.
Although this one
Love you, Mr.
cannot be
Moist.
characterized as a true
see
sighting,
this
perhaps
right
it
here.
is even better than the actual sighting, because it provides scientific proof that it's something massive lurking in the ocean.
No.
And this is perhaps
Yeah,
how the
there's big
megalodon
things in
has
the ocean.
survived this long.
There's
and
also
has
small
feasted
things,
on
like a
much
9 foot long
smaller
shark.
sharks to sustain itself. But one thing is clear: when in Australia, keep away from the sea. You
When
never
in
know what might be
Australia,
hiding
leave
in there.
Australia.
Number 6,
Because
toothy
you're in
creatures.
Australia. That's your
In
first
this next
mistake.
incident, the
You were
megalodon
in
in the flesh
Australia.
was not sighted, but something else was found that hinted towards its existence today. Scientists found teeth that seemed to
Oh
belong
god, if you
to
bring
the
up the
megalodon.
HMS Challenger, I
In
swear to
search
god,
of
I'm
new
gonna fuck your
species,
mom.
especially at the bottom of the ocean,
Don't.
a former small British
Don't.
warship was converted into an oceanographic ship known as the HMS
You
Challenger.
motherfucker.
The ship was completed with all kinds of scientific equipment like microscopes and laboratories used to research deep-sea animals and the atmosphere. In 1875, the ship was being used to dredge the seabed in Tahiti when something spectacular happened.
They
The
found
researchers
teeth
found a
that
pair
were
of megalodon
estimated to
teeth,
be younger
and after
than the
running a few
extinction
tests
date of the
on it, they
megalodon,
found that it
and
was
then
over
years
10
later
to
we were like, oh shit, we
15,000
fucked
years
up
old.
because dating
Now,
is not
this is an interesting
concrete or
turn
set
of
in stone,
affairs
and it was
because
also
the
in like
megalodon
the
is known to have
30s.
gone
Remember, if you
extinct
go to the
23
doctor
to
with a headache, they
3.6
give you
million
fucking
years ago.
cocaine.
How then could these
Maybe we
teeth have
didn't know
been
what we were
so
talking
young?
about back then.
And that too
Maybe,
of
just
a
maybe.
megalodon.
Wild theory, I
This
know,
begs
guys.
another question. Do you know why
But you fucking
megalodons
got
went
me.
extinct
Nah, you
in
got
the
me.
first place?
Couldn't
It said
possibly
that the species
not
had
be.
run
Yeah,
out of prey to sustain their gigantic appetites. Because the megalodons were so massive, they inevitably went extinct because of a lack of food.
Okay, so now you're
But
on my
so
side
far,
again.
as we have learned in this video, megalodons eat other sharks in the depths of the sea. This points toward the assumption that they are still very much
don't
real
live in
and
the
alike,
depths. They
but
live
only
in the
stay at the bottom of the
surfaces.
sea,
They're
far
coastal.
from the eyes of human beings.
They need warm
And
coastal
this
waters
latest
where other
discovery
big
of their
things
teeth
are.
proves that they're still out there somewhere,
They're not.
as opposed to being extinct. The only
No.
question that remains is where, and the only problem that remains is how to film them to prove their existence.
They don't, and you can't.
Number 5, the Mariana Trench Monster.
You go fuck yourself. First off, that didn't take place in the Mariana Trench. Secondly, that's a Greenland shark.
If the megalodon managed to hide from us all this time, it must be in the deepest place in the world ocean.
No, it wouldn't
bay
be.
near the
That's
Mariana
the worst place.
Trench
It's
was
a
chosen as
warm-blooded
the perfect
coastal
place
shark.
to conduct
It
a
needs to
very
eat other
interesting
big
experiment.
things.
A team
Big
of
things
Japanese
aren't down there.
researchers decided to
Period.
conduct a study of
Like,
what
very,
kinds of
very
creatures
few, like
lurk in the
squid,
deepest
giant
place
squid. There's
known
like
to man.
few of
An eerie
them.
prospect
Not nearly
to
enough to
think
sustain
of
one
what kind of
megalodon,
terrors
let
you
alone a
would run into
population
in
of
those
them.
depths. But science never stops, and studies such as these must be carried out to know what happened to ancient predators, such as the megalodon. The
No one
researchers
fucking
locked
cares.
some
It
bait
died.
in a
Not enough
container,
food.
put it at the bottom of the trench, and just waited. The bait was also fitted with cameras to see which species of predator
See
responds
that little
first
shit
to
right
the
there?
smell
That's
of
what's
food.
living in the deep
As you would
ocean.
probably expect, a pack of deep-sea sharks swam up into the vision of the camera and started looking for a way to get to the food in the container.
It's a Greenland shark.
Imagine if they got in and ate it all up before the truly shocking thing happened. The researchers had been smart about it. They made it very easy to smell the food, but impossible to get to. Meaning
Greenland
the
shark.
predators would stay around the food
Still a
and in
Greenland
the
shark.
view of the camera for as long as the
Suck
researchers
dicks.
wanted.
It's a Greenland
The
shark.
most expected outcome
Look at the
had
frills.
happened,
Look at the gills.
and the
Gill
exciting
flaps.
experiment
You can
was
tell
looking like it was
it's
going to give us
not
nothing to
a
be
megalodon
intrigued
because
by.
the very few
That's
sharks
when it
have gill
happened.
flaps
The
that are
pack of
more
sharks
than
that had
just
encircled the
finite
bait
number. It
zoomed
had like
away
I
almost
think
as if they
6
feared
frills.
it.
I can't
The
remember.
camera showed nothing around
It's
the
a
bait for a
Greenland shark.
while before a gigantic shark swam up.
Yeah, it's a Greenland shark.
And like the
They're
pack
big.
before it,
They're
started
big.
looking for a
Greenland
way to
sharks
the
are big
food.
boys. They're big,
This
chunky,
shark
wonky
blocked
boys.
the entire
But
field
they're
of
not
view for the
megalodons.
camera with its giant body, and according to multiple witnesses, it was 60 meters long.
I'm sorry.
This shark
How the
was
hell
massive
did you...
and hidden in the depths
Wait.
of the Mariana Trench.
Pause.
If
60 meters? You're not even talking about a megalodon. You're talking about something that physically can't exist. See, there's this thing where a creature can only exist to a certain size before it just breaks under its own mass and just can't exist. 60 meters. 3 times 60. 60, 120, 180. 180 feet long. I think that might be just a little bit too big, maybe just like... the blue whale is about the maximum that anything can exist in the ocean, and far exceeds the maximum on land. They don't get that big, I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but I don't know my whales. Megalodons were like maximum, like 45 to 60 feet. This is a Greenland shark. It is nowhere near 60 meters. You can eat shit. No.
this is the megalodon,
All kinds of
and
just
we don't
no.
know what it
Full
is.
stop. No.
Number 4, the black demon.
Did he just shoot
The
that?
megalodon lives in Baja Bay. Yes, we know that sounds ridiculous. If it lived in a place so shallow, we would know what it is by now. Well, not this one. The black demon isn't as easy to catch as you may think, mostly because it is rumored to be bigger than a school bus. An 18-meter long,
Okay, that
highly
would
aggressive
mean that
creature
would be
lurks in
easier
the
to
waters
catch,
near
not
the
harder.
California coast,
Bigger target
and it
doesn't mean
shakes
harder
the
to
local
shoot.
fishermen. There are multiple videos of the recorder being underwater and screaming in fear as the monster zooms past. Imagine being behind that camera. After numerous attacks on fishing boats,
No.
the local fishermen have nicknamed this shark the
No.
Black Demon.
No.
Apart from the
No.
obvious difference in size and
That's a
color,
bull shark,
the
and it's in
Black
fresh
Demon
water.
has features similar to the great white shark. A man named Eric Mark claimed that he had a confrontation with the demon in 2018.
He lied.
He got to see it up close, and he said it was nothing like he had
That's a
ever
white
seen
shark.
before. This coming from a guy who has been a fisherman all his life and has had his fair share of shark encounters. It's a pretty big deal. It seems anticlimactic that the mighty megalodon would be passing its days attacking small fishing boats looking for small chunks of food. You would think that the largest and strongest predator on Earth would have bigger fish to fry. People have dismissed these videos of the black demon, thinking it was either edited or the whale shark. The whale shark fits the size. They are known to grow up 15 meters, but they aren't black. Their skin is dark blue with small white spots on its back. The biggest difference
Bluish
between
greenish,
the
yeah.
whale shark and the black demon is the behavior. The black shark is said to be violent and known to attack boats,
No.
whereas a whale shark is anything but dangerous. These peaceful creatures feed
They're
exclusively
docile
on
and they're
plankton.
adorable,
The
and I
whale
want to
sharks
kiss
have
one,
even been
and I want to
recorded
marry it, and
allowing
I want to
divers
dad
to
my
play
kids,
with
and I
them,
want to grow
and
old
they
with it,
didn't
and
seem
go
to
into
mind at
retirement
all.
with it, and have
You
grandkids.
can't possibly
because
confuse
it's
the
adorable.
deadly black demon with a whale shark, can you? The locals are convinced that it's ancient legendary megalodon,
Oh, of
and
course
they
they
might
are.
be right.
No,
Number
they-
3,
no, they're
oil
not.
platform robot faces the Meg.
Fuck you, this is fake. Again, from the fake documentary called The Legend of the Meg.
An oil platform in the Pacific Ocean needed some equipment fitted at its base. A robot was sent to the bottom of the ocean directly beneath the platform to carry out the task. If the megalodon was resting as deep as this robot was, it would make sense that it managed to stay hidden for all this time.
No.
Normally, the owners of all these oil rigs don't record work like this. Why would
But
they?
this time
Watching
they
a robot
randomly
working
did.
at the bottom of the ocean for hours can be boring beyond imagine. But through some huge coincidence, the engineers working on the robot spotted this in the corner of the camera's field of view.
And it's from
It's
The
very
Legend of the
difficult to
Meg, a
see,
fake
but a
documentary,
huge
also
fin
known as a
passes by the
mockumentary
robot.
made for Shark
Don't
Week
blink,
as a
you'll
joke
miss it.
to fuck
This fin
to say fuck you to
undoubtedly
people like
belongs
you
to
who
a
make these
massive
bullshit
shark.
videos. But
Seeing
you
the
guys
ratio
went in
of the
on the
robot
joke and used
size
this
and
as
the
actual
fin
proof,
size, we're
which is
looking
kind
at
of
the
sad
shark is easily
because
10
everyone's
meters
laughing
long.
at you,
Again,
and you're the
seeing
only
as a
ones who are
great
so
white only
stupid
grows
that
up
you
5
can't even
meters,
see that.
10
I
meters
almost
is
feel
pretty
bad for you.
surprising. Imagine if the work was
Imagine
complicated
being this
and they had
fucking
to send a
stupid.
human down there to do it. Who knows what the shark would have done? It's kind of annoying that we can only see the fin for a short period, but then again, the camera wasn't meant to find that at all. Its only job was to film the work being done and not being looking around for megalodons passing by. Maybe they should send more cameras there with some bait so they can get a better look at the great shark.
So they can
Maybe
find
we're closer to
fucking
discovering
nothing.
the megalodon than we thought. Or maybe we're just too excited by the prospect of being alive at all. Imagine the disappointment if we find out it was just a whale shark or some other large friendly shark. The lack of evidence gives us the power to think whatever we want, and we think this is the megalodon. If scientists believe
You
otherwise,
can think that.
they will have to convince us otherwise.
You have to
Number
convince
2,
me
the
that it
Canadian
is.
megalodon.
Hold on. Stop. We can convince you the video's fake.
In modern
That
times,
video's also
anyone
fake.
can edit a video to show whatever they want, so trusting a video is tougher than ever before.
Because
But
it's a
this
fake
time,
video.
it wasn't just
Same,
any
that's
video.
from The Legend of the Meg.
This man from Canada posted a video claiming
Wait,
that
is
he
that
found
one
the
from...
megalodon
No, that,
off
hold
the
on, that's
coast
not
of
from The
Canada.
Legend of the Meg. That's
He was
just
on
a
a boat
basking
and
shark.
was
My bad.
recording a huge shark
Look at the
passing
head, it's a
through
basking shark.
from underneath him. He was terrified
Basking
about what
sharks
would
are big,
become
yeah.
of him, but it turns out there was no need to worry about it anyway. That was the thinking of people who just saw the videos on their phones.
Because it's a
What
basking
about
shark,
the scientists
which is
who have
like
spent
a
all their
slightly
lives
smaller
studying
whale shark.
sharks? The scientists could not come up with a valid solution,
Except for
but were
basking
pretty
shark.
fast to dismiss the rumor that was the megalodon.
No, it was a
In
basking shark.
fairness, the shark never really came to the surface, so we have no way of knowing the pattern of the shark's
We know
skin.
it's a basking
The
shark.
pattern can tell us a lot. For example, the whale shark and the basking shark are known to be as large as the one caught in these satellite images.
No.
So maybe it was one of them.
Maybe the Hawaiian
This
Islands
is
could
probably
be that
why this
satellite
footage
photo,
wasn't taken
but
that seriously,
we're a fucking
since even though there was no
humongous-ass
chance of them
rock.
being edited, the images weren't clear enough to concern enough people.
Basking
Canadian,
shark?
however, was hell-bent on convincing everyone that he had discovered the long-lost ancient predator.
Of course he was.
The footage was getting increasingly
Why
harder
are they
to
all
watch
old
because
white dudes?
the megalodon passes from that
Old
close.
white dudes with boats,
you,
because they're too rich
there's a
and too
very little
boring to have
chance
anything
of
else in
your
their life, so
survival.
they're just like,
The
I'm gonna
Meg
make
is a
sure that I
violent
make
creature,
this real.
and it doesn't look fitting for it to pass so peacefully. But what if we think it's a whale shark or some other overly grown shark, and we
Basking
ignore
shark.
it only for it to be later discovered by someone else?
I don't want to be a broken
Canadian
record
man
here,
rushed
but I
to
want
us
to
with
be a
his
broken
footage,
record here.
and if he has
It's a
the
fucking
potential of
basking
discovering the Meg, it must be him who gets his name famous. That would mean we are allowing the monster to stay alone and attack when it wants,
It doesn't.
which isn't exactly the best way of
hasn't,
protecting
and it
beachgoers
can't,
from
'cause
getting
it's
attacked
dead
and
and has
eaten
been
alive.
for millions of years.
Number 1, Megalodon in Brazil.
Oh god, not the Coast Guard footage again. Again,
This
from
is
the
probably the
mockumentary
best
The Meg.
proof of the megalodon existing
It's the worst
caught on
proof
camera
because
yet.
it's fake.
It comes from Brazil, where a rescue helicopter is recording a rescue mission to later release to the internet.
It's
the
the
video
worst
was
'cause
recorded
it's
to show
fake.
how the rescue team worked and how brave the lifesavers were.
It's
The
the
shark
worst
isn't
because
even
it's
very
fake
visible,
from a
but once you
mockumentary.
see it,
Again,
you
The
can't take
Legend
your
of the
eyes
Meg,
off
the
it.
same
When
one.
the images were uploaded, viewers were just awed by how good of a job the rescuers were doing.
Yeah,
Someone finally noticed it and uploaded
It's not like
it
it's their
again.
job to rescue
Once
people.
everyone had seen the rescuers successfully rescue the person multiple times over, They started looking around at the footage. This is when someone noticed how a giant shark swam past the stranded person. The surface of the water shows
Yes,
it
because
zoomed
none of
past.
them noticed
And when
that,
the
and
boat's
none
still
of them
there, we
reacted
can
to
estimate
that.
the
And the
size
dude
of the shark.
who
Even
was
without
in the water
calculations,
also
the camera
didn't
shows that
react
the
or
shark
freak
is
out to
much
that.
larger than
Yeah,
anything we've seen ever before. According to experts who have studied this video, this shark is at least 20 meters long.
No.
Imagine a 20-meter long shark circling you and your tiny boat.
It didn't circle.
So, the
It's
size
not real.
fits, and the
It's
behavior
fake.
fits
That's a
as well.
whale.
But why would a legendary shark such as the megalodon be near this
It
surface and
wouldn't,
not
it
attack?
can't, and it
Usually
won't.
sharks show up as having sensed blood and attack their food straight away,
No.
meaning the megalodon came out of its hiding just to swim past a stranded boat?
No,
Finally,
it's
this
just
brings
not
us
real.
to the
And
question
why would it
of whether
hide?
the
I hate
megalodon
that.
is
I
alive
hate
or
that
dead.
so much.
Either way,
I'm
we still
pausing.
believe
Fuck
scientists.
you. Eat shit, pussy fart. I hate that so much. Why do people think that it would hide? It's not like it's ashamed of itself. It doesn't need to hide or anything. It's a big ass shark that it's dead. What if it's alive? First off, there would have to be a whole lot of them to make a surviving population. Shark, like, the period for sharks to breed and have offspring is so low as it is. They don't have, like, there'd have to be a lot of them so they can all fuck and have babies that can grow up and fuck and so on and so on. We would know if they were real, which they're not, and also it wouldn't hide. It's not ashamed of itself. It's not like some high school kid who's fucking butthurt because he has acne, so he's hiding in his room all day crying to himself, listening to fucking Lil Peep, okay? This isn't how this works. It's a shark. It's a coastal shark, so it would be in the coast looking for other big-ass things to eat, which aren't alive anymore for it to eat, and which is why it went extinct, because it didn't have enough food to sustain a population. It's as simple as that. It's not hiding. It's not ashamed of itself. There's not just, one or two maybe in the deep ocean. No, it's dead. Get over it. I don't care if you want it to be real. I do too. The megalodon's really fucking cool, but it's dead. Swallow that pill and eat shit. It's dead. I'm sorry to rant, but it's dead. I don't know how many times I and every other person who knows what they're talking about needs to say this. It is dead. It's not coming back, and it's not alive. Simple as that. It's dead. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Decided to go back to my roots just because, at least the roots of this channel, because, it's always fun to make these. Also, the view count's been dropping a little bit. Hopefully this can get it back up, after the copyright claims on 2 videos where my uploads really just went to shit. My view count's been low, and I haven't, been getting engagement, which isn't, my main focus, but I do love to see my community grow, because this is my dream to do one day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Now, how the fuck do I turn this thing off?